Hello and welcome to today's overview session of Linux Link for the Critical Link MitySOM335x. My name is Aparna Nigam. With me today is Tom Catalino, Vice President of Sales at Critical Link, and Maciej Halasz, Director of Product Development at Timesys. We're going to begin today's session with Tom. Tom, please take it away.
Thank you very much. So the first Critical Link, just wanted to let you know, is a system-on-module company that develops system-on modules based on TI, DSP, and ARM processors, and we also have some modules that feature FPGAs also. Today we're going to be talking about the MitySOM335x. This is a system-on module based on TI's AM335x Cortex-A8 family of applications processors. It's a 720 megahertz Cortex-A8 CPU with a Neon SIMD coprocessor. And one really nice feature is that it features a PowerVR SGX 530 3D graphics engine, which really makes for very dynamic user interfaces. The modules shown on this slide here looks rather large in this photograph, but in reality it's 2.7 inches wide and 1.5 inches deep, which makes it about only 2/3 the size of a standard business card. It interfaces to your PC using a standard DDR3 type connector, or I'm sorry, not to your PC, but to your embedded system, just like a DDR3 connector that you might find inside of a PC. So it's a standard connector that you can use to integrate into your custom baseboard underneath to integrate the interfaces available from the AM335x processor to the interfaces through your custom board in your product. So the I/O that is provided by the AM335x features dual gigabit Ethernet MAC interfaces, 6 UART ports, 2 USB ports, and 2 CAN bus ports for industrial applications. In addition, there's a number of industrial protocols that will be supported very, very soon by Texas Instruments, and customers should stay tuned for more information about that from TI. Those will also be supported by the system-on module. As we talked about with the fact that a PowerVR SGX 530 graphics engine is available on the AM335x, the device also features a 24-bit WXGA-capable LCD and touchscreen controller integrated into the part. So there's a lot of flexibility for real nice user interfaces. A variety of digital interfaces are provided, 2 4-channel MIC ASPs, 3 MMC SD or SDIO ports, 2 SBI ports, 3 I2Cs, a variety of GPIO, in addition to a real-time clock, watchdog timer, HRPWMs, QEPs, and PRCM. Finally, there's an 8-channel 12-bit A to D converter integrated into the part, which has a dual use. It's used for integration with the touchscreen controller, or the 8 channels of ADC can be used independently just for analog data collection in your product itself. Some of the benefits to using a system-on module is one of the big ones is that you get to develop from day one right on your production hardware. So you're developing on the SOM. Perhaps the SOM is sitting on top of a development kit that we'll talk about in a second. And when you've completed the development of your custom baseboard, you just simply move the SOM over to your custom baseboard. The software goes along for the ride, and then the only integration you have to do is with the custom hardware that you've just developed on your board. Variety of operating systems that are supported, and of course today we're going to be talking about real-time Linux that Maciej is going to be describing development for in the tools available through Timesys. The product is available today. It's shipping. It's been shipping for a few months, and the pricing on this module ranges anywhere from $49 per unit up to $189 per unit, depending heavily on volume and the specific configuration that you choose for your product. Moving on now, we're going to talk about the block diagram real quick. Real simple block diagram for this SOM, the AM335x right here in the center. 90% of the I/Os are made available directly to the DDR3 204 position connector, to which you interface your custom hardware. There's very few interfaces that are locked down on the SOM that are unavailable for you to use in your product. One of those is the I2C that we use to talk to the power management IC. This is for Linux to manage power down and things like that. Over here we have the real-time clock battery is connected into the power management IC to keep the power alive for the real-time clock. As we talked about, there is, I guess we didn't talk about it, but there's 256 megabytes of DDR on board, the standard configuration for the SOM. In addition, 256 megabytes of NAND flash is standard. There are various configurations available with more or less of both of those, depending on customer needs. There's also 8 megabytes of NOR flash to boot from if you choose. And then there's also a configuration EEPROM that we use here at the factory. One point I want to make about all these IOs that are available, TI makes very heavy use of pin muxing to share the pins. And so designers need to check the data sheet from TI on the AM335X to make sure that the specific combination of IOs that's required for your baseboard are supported simultaneously. Now we're going to move on and talk about the development kit / reference design for this product. This is a kit that's available for $495. It is shipping from Mouser, Avnet, and DigiKey. It's generally in stock at those locations. The kit comes complete with one MitySOM-335x system-on module and allows you to get started with your product development right out of the box. The interfaces that are available on this kit include 12-volt input power, which we provide the power supply for you, console port by RS-232. A number of option jumpers here. These option jumpers are to configure the analog inputs here. There's 8 analog inputs that we talked about on the AM335X. These jumpers allow you to dedicate those analog inputs to either the touchscreen controller inside the AM335X or to this connector up here. In addition, we have 2 connectors here that allow you to add expansion serial ports. And we include in the kit adapters for RS-232 and RS-485, but RS-422 is also supported. Your JTAG port for debugging the ARM is located right here if you wanted to do some low-level debug. Generally, debug works quite well over Ethernet. There are 2 USB ports available on the development kit. One of them is a USB on the go. The other is USB 2.0. We bring out 1 gigabit Ethernet interface to this development kit and also a display port, which we use an HDMI connector for. So this is a DVI port that we're providing through an HDMI connector. We also provide with the kit an HDMI to DVI adapter cable. So out of the box, you can hook it right up to your LCD screen and start working with the display. We have audio outputs and audio inputs. There's a connector for a LCD display, and then option jumpers for how you'd like the system-on module to boot, and then finally 2 CAN bus ports available that are directly connected to the AM335X. Finally, the Critical Link is coming out now with a LCD-based and wireless reference kit. This kit includes all the hardware that you just saw, but also adds to it an NEC 6.5-inch display with touchscreen in one of 2 resolutions, 1024 by 768 or 640 by 480. In addition, this development kit is going to support the LSR TIWI module from LS Research, which will support 802.11. And will eventually also support Bluetooth as well. The nice thing about this module is that it's already FCC certified, so when you integrate it into your product, there's no need to have to go to the FCC and get evaluated. So those are the 2 development kits that we have available. Contact information for myself is listed right here. Feel free to come back and give me a call or shoot me an email to address any questions that you might have. Maciej?
Thank you very much, Tom. Let me switch very quickly to a couple more slides. There we go. TIMESYS is a long-time provider of embedded Linux tools, solutions, and of course code. Today I'm going to be introducing our product for the critical links MitySOM335x. As you've seen just now, the board is very powerful, comes with many different peripherals. Reference kit comes with also, or you can purchase it with an LCD display. Now, in order to build a embedded device with embedded Linux, TIMESYS can provide both tools and services. On a tools side, you will get access to a factory-built system, factory being our name for tools that allow you to build a variety of software components for your system. You will get also, as part of the Linux Link access, Linux Link subscription, you will get access to tools, to debug, profile, trace. You will get access, unmetered access to our support organization where you can ask a variety of questions around embedded Linux. And again, it's unmetered support, so you can ask as many of those questions as you'd like during the subscription period for your MitySOM335x Linux Link. And of course, embedded Linux is challenging in a way that there are so many options that you can design with, typically more than one selection for a specific functionality that you want to include in your device. Documentation, videos, podcasts, webinars like this that we provide are a very helpful tool as well. So again, Linux Link is a tool that you can get on a subscription basis from TIMESYS. Comes with support and everything Linux for you to help you design embedded Linux-based device very easily. Now, we also offer professional services through which we can help you develop device drivers, alter Linux kernel configuration, help you port that to a custom MitySOM335x based design, any aspects of operating system adjustments. Tom mentioned at the beginning real-time aspects of Linux, and we absolutely can help you with that. Even if you want to focus all your engineering resources developing value-add software, we can help as well. We can build a complete underlying Linux platform for you such that your engineering resources are entirely spent on writing the value proposition for the product that you will sell on the market. So what is Linux Link? Linux Link is, again, a set of tools and access to kernels with drivers for MitySOM335x, of course, access to TI software integration. We host DVSDK software in our framework, access to a variety of development tools, including the latest cross-tool chains that will produce optimized code for Cortex-A8 that MitySOM335x is based on. Over 1,400 of different packages that provide you feature functionality that you can choose from for user interface, for connectivity, you name it. And of course, access to bootloaders. Now, all that code and tools are being utilized by our factory distribution builder, which allows you to build a custom board support package and a matching software development kit for the MitySOM335x. So no matter what your requirements are for a device that you're building with MitySOM335x, you can build a custom board support package that includes the packages, software, APIs that are relevant to the type of design that you put in place. So if you design a coffee vending machine, a medical device, industrial control device, that typically translates into different sets of features, functionalities that you have to combine in that DSP. So that's where Factory Distribution Builder comes in very handy, makes the process very simple and easy. With Linux Link subscription, you also get access to our Eclipse-based tools that help you develop your value-add software. PAM-STORM recognizes the cross-tool chains that come with SDK and help you debug, develop, deploy your software. With that also comes a set of updates. Linux is an ever-moving community, right? So I mentioned 1,400 packages that we offer. Open source provides you with more than 40,000 different packages that you can choose from. Now, updates are important because as new fixes, versions of software are available, you want to be able to choose which updates you want to leverage. So we provide it as part of our service. Again, we provide value across the entire development cycle, whether you are stuck on an issue, whether you are trying to develop application, device driver, or a complete Linux platform. We have tools, we have knowledge, we have documentation, and also professional services that can help you achieve your goals and help you manage risks associated with developing with embedded Linux. Support. I want to emphasize that support is very important when you design your product with embedded Linux, because when you have a question, you want to be able to ask a domain expert and get an answer that's relevant to the question that you ask. So that unmetered support that TAMSys offers through Linux Link subscription helps you move along in your development process very smoothly, very quickly, and again, manage risks, get to the deployment phase on time, on schedule, exactly the way you plan. Now, a couple of details on our new Linux Link. As I mentioned, we just introduced Linux Link for MitySOM-335x. Tom described all the different peripherals that MitySOM-335x comes with, and we absolutely support all of those features through Linux Link. In Linux Link today, you can get access to a 3.1 version of the Linux kernel, and moving forward, as new kernels are available, they will be posted in our system as well, so you can always count on the latest and greatest software available through Linux Link framework from MitySOM-335x. The Linux kernel and software that you can download comes with all the device drivers, and I've listed the different device drivers that you can find in Linux Link today, except for Wi-Fi. And that's something that TAMSys is working closely with Critical Link to make sure that it's available as well at the time when the Wi-Fi module is released. So that's to be expected in Linux Link in the next couple of months. Now, I wanted to give you an idea of types of devices that we see Linux Link being utilized in. And you can see that our tools are very versatile, can support a variety of different applications, market segments, and that's very well aligned with MitySOM-335x. Its modular approach, plethora of different interfaces, allows you to adopt it in a variety of devices. So just to summarize, we've partnered with Critical Link and Texas Instruments to offer the best embedded Linux solution on AM335x, and of course on MitySOM-335x reference kit. With Linux Link subscription, you get access to all the tools to support. You can design a variety of devices for the market segment that you're targeting. And I've mentioned here industrial automation and medical, but if your device targets other market segments, you can absolutely use Linux Link and MitySOM-335x as well. And what I haven't mentioned yet is that we offer a free Linux Link edition that provides you with access to free board support packages, to the software development kits. It gives you ability to build custom board support package online, and then leverage that, run it right away on the MitySOM335x kit. So in order to take advantage of that Linux Link free edition, all you have to do is simply visit timesys.com/register, register for your free Linux Link account, and start with your Linux Link experience right away. If you have any questions, if you'd be interested in receiving from Timesys a personalized WebEx where we can focus on your specific challenges, your specific Linux questions, let us know, please. Call us, send us emails, post questions on our technical support portal. We're here to help any way we can. So with that, thank you very much for your time today, and hope that you've enjoyed all material that we presented, Tom and I presented today.
Thank you for participating in our session today. You can register for Linux Link Free Edition at the timesys.com website. Thank you to Tom and Maciej for presenting, and please feel free to contact us with any of your questions.